eat a fucking sandwich.
I have to admit, some films arrive quietly, and others show up like a ticking time bomb you can't stop staring at. And the moment Lionsgate dropped the new trailer for The Housemaid, I knew this one fell into the second category. There's something unsettling about a story that looks innocent on the surface, a luxurious home, a dream job, a fresh start, yet carries a pulse that tells you something is deeply wrong. If you felt that too, stick with me, because what unfolds next is the kind of psychological tension that keeps you wide awake at AM wondering why you clicked play. But hey, since you're already here, don't back out now. Trust me, you'll want to hear everything. Based on Freida McFadden's best-selling novel, The Housemaid stars Sydney Sweeney as Millie, a young woman trying to escape her financial struggles by working for an elegant, wealthy family led by Amanda Seyfried's character, Nina. At first glance, Millie thinks she's stepping into the opportunity she's been waiting for: a stable income, a respectable home, a new chapter. But as we all know, in thrillers like this, comfort is just the bait. And sooner rather than later, the hook shows itself. The film arrives in theaters on December 19th, sneaking in right before the holiday rush. It slots itself between Sweeney's other 2025 releases and just ahead of Seyfried's Christmas Day drama and Lee's Will. And here's the twist: despite landing during a season usually reserved for cheerful lights and cozy movies, The Housemaid leans fully into a twisted holiday vibe. Think mistletoe, cold winter nights, and escalating psychological warfare. Yeah, Merry Christmas! Directed by Paul Feig, the movie brings together Brandon Sklenar, Michelle Morone, and Elizabeth Perkins as part of a cast that feels intentionally sharp, like every character has something to hide. In the trailer, Nina's smiling threats toward Millie escalate quickly, and by the time we see Millie wandering into a sandwich shop covered in blood but bizarrely calm, you realize this story is not playing by traditional rules. It's not about jump scares, it's about the uncanny, the rot beneath perfection, and the quiet moments that make you whisper, wait, what's really going on here? Now, becoming a Christmas-time thriller classic isn't easy. Just ask Die Hard, Gremlins, or any film that tried to blend holiday warmth with pure chaos. But The Housemaid enters the game with one powerful advantage: a massive built-in fan base from McFadden's novel, which dominated bestseller lists. Readers already know the plot's sharp twists, and trust me, passion like that translates directly into box office numbers. And let's be honest, Hollywood loves a guaranteed crowd. There's also the timing. Sweeney's year hasn't exactly been the comeback she needed. Eden, American, and Christie struggled financially and critically, leaving her in a position where she needs a win badly. Meanwhile, Seyfried is having the total opposite year. Her performance in Lee's Will has already stirred early Oscar buzz for Best Actress in 2026. Between Long Bright River, Mean Girls, and Mama MIA fame, Seyfried steps into The Housemaid with strong momentum and steady prestige. But here's something interesting: although Sweeney's year took a hit, she had one massive success not too long ago. Anyone But You turned a modest $25 million ROMCOM into a global hit, earning over $220 million. So releasing The Housemaid in December might be more than coincidence. It could be a calculated attempt to echo that same winter season success. And if you're following this industry as intensely as we do on Screen Radar, you know timing can make or break a film. McFadden herself recently reviewed the adaptation and praised it as a strong, faithful translation of her work. That's a big deal. When an author publicly vouches for the adaptation of their own thriller series, especially one with a loyal, passionate readership, you better believe fans take notice. And loyalty like that can create the kind of opening weekend chaos that boosts a thriller straight into December competition. And speaking of competition, December is brutal. Family films, Oscar contenders, prestige dramas, all fighting for screens. But because The Housemaid isn't an awards season drama, it might become the exact kind of counter-programming audiences crave. A dark, unsettling thriller in a sea of heavy, emotional prestige films. That contrast might work beautifully in its favor. Honestly, sometimes people just want to feel a different kind of chill during the holidays. As for the heart of the movie, nothing will matter more than the dynamic between Sweeney and Seyfried. Two powerhouse performers facing off in an elegant home filled with secrets and shifting power. Their scenes in the trailer already feel like psychological tug-of-war matches, tight, claustrophobic, and quietly vicious. If the full movie uses that tension to its fullest, this could be one of the most gripping two-woman thrillers of the year. We also can't ignore Feige's involvement. Though known primarily for comedies, he understands tension, pacing, character rhythm, and those skills translate surprisingly well into thrillers. Combine that with a best-selling novel, a high-profile cast, and the twisted holiday timing, and suddenly The Housemaid starts to look like a film positioned for a late-year surge. If you're getting the same vibe, don't be shy, drop your thoughts below. I'm genuinely curious whether you see hit potential here or if you think the genre competition will swallow it. Comments help guide what I cover next, so don't hold back. With only a few months left until release, the hype feels justified. Sweeney needs a hit, Seyfried is riding a wave, McFadden fans are hungry, and audiences might just be ready for a different kind of holiday thrill. One thing's for sure, you'll want this one on your December watch list. And hey, if you enjoyed diving into this breakdown with me, stick around. We've got a lot more coming, and I promise you won't want to miss what's next.